It's time for our movie of the week, ladies and gentlemen. It is Clifford's movie. It is his trilogy. The first movie of his trilogy is Waiting to Exhale for Angela Bassett. This movie came out in 1995. It's directed by Forrest Whitaker, written by Terry McMillan and Ron Bass, and it stars Whitney Houston, Angela Bassett, Loretta Devine, and of course we're not going to forget Lela Rochon. So we're not going to forget her at all. So Clifford, I'll let you get the first say about this.
I was afraid.
Wait, before you do, it's based on Terry McMillan's novel. This film follows 4 very different African American women and their relationships with men. Go.
Their relationships with men, as told to us through the lens of society in Phoenix, Arizona, as they face heartbreak, betrayal, and self-discovery. Anyhow, we got Savannah Jackson, which is Whitney Houston, as a TV producer. She's moved to Phoenix in hopes that her affair with a married man will become something more. I like to call him bootleg Denzel Washington. Did any of you get bootleg Denzel Washington feelings watching this movie? Because it was some severe.
No. So I got definitely other feelings from watching this movie.
Yeah. Because he was like, I was like, if anyone was here to be a bootleg version of some other actor, he was officially bootlegging Denzel. Now, Bernadine is Angela Bassett, housewife, mother. Her husband of 11 years left her for a white woman. You know, of course, she's got multiple iconic scenes, including my favorite and probably every other gay and gal out there where she lights the car on fire with the stuff in it. You know, she rebuilds her life. Gloria by Loretta Devine, beauty salon owner, single mom, overprotective of her son, has to learn how to be in touch with herself, needs to deal with her ex-husband being gay, all that stuff. And of course, Lela Rochon playing Robin, working in corporate America, having self-esteem issues, always falling for the wrong man. Girl, I feel you. And together, this movie is about self-respect, independence, friendship, sisterhood, empowerment. I love it. And only a $16 million budget. You know?
Unless
iconic soundtrack by Babyface,
yes,
featuring Whitney Houston, Mary J. Blige, Tony Braxton. Yes, it is Black Hollywood cinema at 90s finest.
and let's not forget the gentleman that's in this, Gregory Hines, Leon Robinson.
Last minute addition, by the way.
He was.
So
Donald Faison,
yes.
Michael Beach.
Yeah.
Like
this movie had like all of the black superstars from the 90s, except for like Mekhi Phifer and Omar Epps.
And Wesley Snipes.
And no, Wesley Snipes is
and Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes is in it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Denzel Washington I'll give you, but Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Leon, boy, he played the same character in every movie.
He
Even
really
when it's a bio. Even when it's a biopic.
Hey, whatever gets him the paychecks.
It's true.
There's a lot of
story where he was Hank Gathers.
Yes.
He cannot play basketball.
No. And let's not forget Neil's favorite person. The one that always hits on his mom.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
The guy that always hits on Cliff's mom.
Gino, Carlo Esposito's.
Giancarlo. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is in this movie.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Loretta's ex-husband. Remember, he comes to see the son, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna stay the night," and he's like,
Scroll down because
blessed.
I should show him. I didn't think that was him. Scroll down.
No, they don't have him here.
He's uncredited.
Yeah.
He's uncredited.
Yeah, he's in here though. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like Michael Beach. I feel like this was the movie that people started.
Everybody hate him. Yeah. This is it.
I never seen people hate this dude so much, and then you keep playing dudes that you hate.
Yeah.
But he made money off of that. Who else? This guy, Brandon Hammond. He's that kid, the young kid, the son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is that guy? I was like, that kid reminds me of somebody. And it was Brandon
He played in a
Hammond.
lot of stuff.
Yeah. But this is your fake Denzel, Dennis Haysbert, Cliff?
Yes. Fake Denzel. All day and all night, fake Denzel.
I mean,
look at him. Look at him.
I don't know about all that, but
no, because he's absolutely obviously not Denzel, but
clearly.
But he's like the shape of Denzel. Like they were like, oh, if we got ladies in the audience with if we got visual.
You mean in that he's the only one that's clean shaven in the whole movie?
I mean, but I'm just saying he has the shape of Denzel and a little bit of the projection, but he's
none
not
of the mannerisms, none of the presence.
Different voice. I mean, I emphasize he is the bootleg version of Denzel. You know.
Side note: he was also Kilowog in the Justice League cartoon show.
He's a decent actor. I would never associate him with Denzel.
No, but it's one of those things where damn,
you're gonna get a suit.
You know they wanted Denzel. It's one of those things where they obviously wanted Denzel, and it's we had to settle for this.
If anybody should have been in this movie, Denzel should have been in this movie. You are correct.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes is in it. I understood the movie. I understood the woman's point of view. Because listen, I grew up in the 90s as a young cat, and I saw the older males and the people around me. I saw how they acted, and they acted like all these dudes that they had in this movie. You know what I mean? So it's not far off.
Here's the issue I have though, and I'm not whatever, but in some cases, I'm not saying that the women deserved it, but when you keep going back
that is a problem.
Yeah,
and you go.
That is a big. That's a big problem.
Fourth time, now it's on you.
Yeah.
If you know he's a piece of shit, don't go back to him.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get laid. Okay, well, find somebody that's good to you and get laid by that guy.
That's that is something that goes on with this. And
I don't feel bad for most of them because of that.
I love the movie, but the one part that made me just cringe was the Wesley Snipes. His wife is dying.
Yeah.
And he's falling in love with somebody that he met one night.
Right.
Writing her letters, and she's considering it.
Well,
you don't believe in love at first sight?
Oh no,
explain to me.
His wife is dying. The disrespect is and for them to approach it in a way like she's her heart is fluttering when she's reading the love letter, and I was like, my girl, his wife is dying, and he's writing you a letter about how he's in love with you. That is the most disrespectful, disgusting thing that I've ever seen.
Only because she kind of said no, they didn't sleep together.
Wife is still dying.
Wife's still alive. Let me, as the only married man in the room right now. If I was on business somewhere and I slept in the same bed as a woman, whether I slept with her or not, my wife is gonna be hot pissed.
Livid.
Yeah.
You don't have to be married for that.
Talk about in here. So let's just get over the fact that they didn't sleep together and it's okay. It's not.
You
had an affair without consummating the affair, if you will.
Let me put it like this: you don't have to be married for what your significant other.
Okay.
I guarantee you, if Sam was that Sam, Kamari is not going to be
that should chop me up in a million pieces. Is you crazy?
Yeah.
Is you crazy?
Multiple people basically spit on marriage throughout the
Cliff is just being quiet over there.
Yeah.
Cliff is looking at him in the corner. He's literally in the corner of the screen.
The movie was about a lot of complicated relationships, you know? And
That's one way to put it.
I'm not going to pretend like I don't know people to have complicated relationships past and present, you know?
I just
but
feel like this
relationships
movie,
are complicated just in the
Yeah.
nature.
I feel like this movie, I don't know if it did it intentionally, but was making all women to be like this, because even the mother was horrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The mother wanted her to get with like this other married person, like, and I was like, wait a minute, where's the character woman that's gonna be like, no, this is not the way to act. This is not the way to be. You know what I
It's
mean?
almost
mean,
Gloria. That's almost
Yeah,
Gloria
yeah,
in the
Gloria's
movie.
the only
Yeah,
one
no,
that really-
Gloria is the more grounded one.
Yeah,
And she's the only one, like, in the movie. I think, like, toward the end, it's like, you know, I've acted silly, and like,
Yeah.
she's accepted it at least.
yeah.
I was okay
Where
with her.
the other
Literally,
ones, I wasn't even like happy with like the results of everything. Like, you know, it was just
the
like,
only character I liked in the whole movie was Gregory Hines.
yeah.
The rest of them you
Yeah.
can keep.
Damn,
Literally
you
the
couldn't
rest.
even give Gloria a piece? Not a tidbit for Gloria? Come on.
Gloria, I'm gonna give maybe a slight pass. She didn't make a bunch of great decisions either. I'm not blaming necessarily her past on her, but she did some things throughout the movie. I was like, I don't know about that. But Gregory Hines, like, I can't. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop with him the whole movie, going, okay, he's good. Please tell me he's not lying and he actually does have a wife somewhere.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he was great.
because it's Gregory Hines. Like, he rarely plays a villain or a bad person in any movie.
Well, he's the bad guy in Renaissance Man till the end.
Yeah, to the end. Because it's
All
Gregory
right.
Hines.
Some favorite parts before we wrapping this up. Clifford, you got some favorite parts?
Always and forever, lighting that car on fire and selling shit for $1. I mean, like, oh my God. It's that whole moment is the number one reason for me choosing this movie. I'll think about that. Also, every time I get pissed at somebody, all I can think about is selling their shit for $1 and lighting their car on fire.
It made no sense to me because here's the other thing with this too, right? So I'm not saying that the husband who cheated on her did the right thing. 100% that's wrong. But once he decides I'm divorcing you, he did everything right.
I know, but her.
So he left
It's not about.
He
It's
left
not
you
about
with-
perfect people.
Hold on. He left you at the house. He left you with his car that you could have sold, but you burned it. You left him with all his possessions that you could have sold and not had to worry about how are you going to make money until the settlement happens.
And like, even when the
that's
settlement
100%
happened, I thought, like, you know, we see them like dancing out. I thought about the dude, and I was like, and he probably did cartwheels going out of the courtroom knowing he was done with this girl.
Oh, 100%.
He comes off so unhinged because of that, because that's like, you know, when like you're going through a rough time, and how you go through it is what kind of like defines you.
I think what they're trying to express in the movie is that, you know, at that time, and possibly still in this time now, women have been going through that with certain men, and it's just an explosion building up. So they put it on screen that this is what all of them would want to do. You know what I mean? So there's like, let's show her doing the thing that every woman really wants to do when they get caught in this situation. Frustrated, they want to grab all their clothes, put it in the car, light the car on fire with a cigarette, and walk away like Wolverine and Wolverine Origins.
Everything that she did like that was like so unhinged. I was like, yo, this is not like, it's not going to look good for your divorce settlement. Like, I can't imagine why he left.
That was the other thing that struck me throughout this movie, and I'm okay with it because I grew up in the 80s. But how many people were smoking through the whole movie?
Right.
Don't see that at all.
Right.
Especially Whitney. Whitney loved to smoke in real life. This movie was helping nobody.
When she gets when what's her name? Angela Bassett gets the first settlement, and it doesn't go well for her, and she goes down to the bar where she meets Wesley Snipes and orders the drink and just starts lighting up. I'm like, you can't. Oh right, this is old. You can smoke inside back then.
Yeah.
And when she was like, I'm gonna call, I was waiting for her to pull out her cell phone. I was like, where they got cell phones? My favorite part of the movie I'll tell you
that part of the movie where she's gonna make the call. They show if you in the frame, they show the ashtray, and it's just like cigarettes, like a ton of cigarettes.
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the movie is when she walked into her ex-husband's or husband at the time job, slapped that woman right in her face.
Well, right there.
That's another, that's another unhinged.
I was like, go ahead, girl.
Like,
go ahead.
And that's where I kind of lost all respect for it.
Oh, I love that
Like,
movie.
I fully get you're pissed off. I fully get you. He cheated on you and did wrong. But if you think that's going to help you in court,
But it was more
why did
than
you
that.
not
though.
bring
It's
that?
gonna help
No.
So
Yeah,
much
she made.
more.
She had that'll hurt her, but they tell you why she did it though, because she went to the bank and he took all the money out of the bank.
Well,
as
because
well.
he's afraid she's going to take it.
yeah.
She was tight. You know what I mean?
I also love how she's going to call.
No, I mean that's I guess what's frustrating. I was like, all right, you're tight, but you take all these like, like why'd you kill that person? I was tight.
Well, and you're gonna call the woman like it's not that it's not her fault.
Well, they were
like,
drunk.
what's that
I've known
gonna do?
people to do that.
Yeah, but why?
They were
What's
drunk.
that gonna do?
No, because
It's not going to do anything. You're right, but I've known people to do that though.
listen, that bitch was cold and condescending to her, and she had already had one too many, and she let loose. And you got to remember that that woman represents the physical embodiment of every sense of betrayal that she is.
So
feeling.
you're allowed to assault her.
Of course not. That's not what
Well,
it's
then
about.
That's what the video said.
About that. This story isn't about that. This story is about the emotional trials and tribulation, not about should we put everybody in handcuffs. If we did that with every movie, we'd be here. We'd never.
Yeah, like why did John Wick? He didn't have to go
I'm
kill
saying
those
is-
people.
In a story where it's clearly centered on these four women, right? And so there are, if you will, for lack of a better word, the heroes of the movie. That's not that event. That whole scene is not putting me on her side. No part of that I go, okay, yeah, she should have done that.
Thank you, Lisa Noble. Thank you.
I'm not saying
Give her a duck. Give her a duck.
no. I said that the woman was wrong. What I'm saying is, you don't make it worse by going and doing that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but that's not the point of the
But
story.
remember, some of her friends are homewreckers too. Remember that?
Yeah, exactly. So,
But although when they have that little friendship blowout, nobody is on homewrecker's side. They're all like, "Why do you keep doing this?" You know, like so. It's like they're the when they all are going tit for tat with one another, they're exposing what they think of each other too. But the thing is, like this movie and what's the other one? How Stella Got Her Groove Back. They're about the journey, not about like all the other stuff.
I agree.
These ladies are not our heroes; they're our protagonists.
Yeah,
and they're each in the thick of something, and we're taking the journey with them. Now, I'm not going to say it's absolutely flawless or anything like that, but I do think it's a very entertaining film. I do think the performances are very solid, and I do think the emotional struggles are very real. That does not mean that I condone people slapping left, right, and forward. Do I? But however, I would be remiss if I denied how much I want to flip a car over and set it on fire. I talk about it enough. So,
I'll agree with you that the situations in the movie are real, and probably more so than need to be in the world we live in. But again, most of the situations you brought it upon yourself, so I don't feel bad for it.
I know.
So
But
I don't know what I'm supposed
was
to do
so
with this movie
wrong.
because I'm watching and going, that's a bad decision. Oh, here's the consequences. Here's another bad decision. Here's worse consequences.
Also, that's no, I'm not.
I did laugh.
I'm gonna make
though,
a jump to tie this to something else. I
did
can't.
laugh though that the one chick that lives in the apartment that's got the balcony. When he's throwing the grapefruit or whatever, and he can't hit her at all, and she picks up one and drills him. That did make me laugh.
right off camera, yeah. He was like the drug addict.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get some numbers on this. Phil, you go first.
Yeah. It was hard for me to actually like that. I guess Greaser guy. I agree with him. I didn't really like any of the women in this movie, and like Angela Bassett just came. Like I said, she came off to me as completely like unhinged. Like, and there's like just so many like bad decisions. So yeah, I'm giving this movie a 5.
Oh wow, Phil. Okay, it's 5. It is. See Bizzle.
So I watched this movie several times because when I was growing up, I had a whole household full of women. I was the only guy in the household, so I had to watch this film a lot growing up. Um, all 4 of these are very beautiful women, and even before this and after this, all of them had great careers. But this movie, I don't. There's a lot of bad decision making, but I could attest that to a lot of different movies, to a lot of characters of making bad decisions. But I did enjoy it. I've always enjoyed it because I watched it so many times, sometimes against my will. But I would give this a solid 7.5.
All right, 7.5. Clifford. Wait, no, not Clifford, Sorry, Green Shirt guy.
The only things that really saved this movie for me is I really did like the soundtrack. That took me back.
The soundtrack was great.
The soundtrack's great. There's a lot of songs. I'm like, oh
better
yeah, I
than
remember
the
this
movie.
one. I didn't. Again, Gregory Hines I like. The rest of the characters you can keep. The morality is kind of crap. It's all over the place. They spit on marriage. It's basically in every scene. Anytime someone has a chance to cheat on their significant other, they basically do, and we're supposed to be okay with it because whatever. So I'm going to give it a 4.
Ooh, 4. I'm going to give it a 7.5. I thought it was a good movie. I understand the movie. I remember growing up when the movie came out. And like I agree with Clifford, like it is about the journey. I don't think we're made to accept their mistakes as something good. Because I sure enough don't accept their mistakes as something good, but I think it's there to show us their mistakes, and I don't think the characters think they're doing good as well, except for that fall in love with the love letter thing.
Well, I don't think they think they're doing good, but I think they feel justified in what they're doing, which I don't think is okay either.
I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Now, Cliff, go ahead.
Anyhow, all of them in my book have likable traits and relatable flaws. Obviously, I really like Gloria. I do relate to her, and so of course she's like kind of my undercover favorite. But I do really like Angela Bassett because I know how it feels to be so on the angry tirade train and to be so taken advantage of. But I mean, overall, the movie is mostly about authenticity. I really appreciate real storytelling over like completely controlled narratives. These women are struggling with Blackness and womanhood, and the movie lets the characters breathe and struggle and change for the better, worse, whatever we're watching. I like to think at the end they're all a little bit better than where we found them. So yeah, with all that and me having chose this movie, I'm giving it an 8.
8. That gives it a 6.4. That's better than the IMDb. It's better than the IMDb, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's Waiting to Exhale. What do you guys out there in the audience? Leave a comment with what number you think you should give Waiting to Exhale.
Next week is 8 days.
Day.